Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and honestly, I can't even sleep because my brain is just looping the same scene over and over again. It's like, okay, wait, let me back up. Because if I just start screaming about Willow Tight, I'm gonna sound like a lunatic, even though, let's be real, she is the one acting like a total lunatic right now. But it's not just her. It's the whole vibe. The lighting. The specific way a finger twitched. Actually, let's start there. The finger twitch. I was watching the scene with Elizabeth and Drew, right? And usually hospital scenes are just filler. You know, someone checking a chart looking worried, maybe a dramatic sigh. But this was different. Elizabeth is changing the IV standard nurse stuff, and then Drew's finger moves. And at first I'm like, okay, muscle spasm. That's a thing. It happens in comas all the time on this show. I remember when, was it Lulu or maybe Michael way back in the day? Someone had a reflex and everyone got their hopes up, and then the doctor was like, nope, just involuntary. So I'm preparing myself for that disappointment. But then wait, did you see Elizabeth's face? Because Rebecca Herbst is doing some heavy lifting here with just her eyes. She freezes. She looks at the hand. And the twitching isn't random. It's rhythmic. ... style. And my brain immediately goes Morse code. Of course it's Morse code. Drew is a Navy SEAL, or was. I forget the specific rank, but he's military, right? It makes total sense that if he's locked in his own body, he's not just gonna lie there. He's gonna try to tap out a message. So I'm sitting there on the edge of my couch thinking, yes, Liz is going to get a pen. She's going to decode it. We're finally gonna know what's going on. And then Willow walks in, and can we talk about Willow for a second? Because I am legitimately terrified of her right now. Not in a, oh, she's a fun villain way, but in a, this is deeply unsettling way. She walks in and she's not wearing the soft pastels or the flowy I'm a nice mom clothes. She looks sharp, cold, like a politician who has buried 3 scandals before breakfast. She sees Elizabeth. She sees the moment. And she doesn't ask, is he okay, or what's happening? No. She goes full Ice Queen. National security. That's what she says. She kicks Elizabeth Weber, a nurse who has been at General Hospital since before Willow was even a concept, out of the room, using national security as an excuse. I mean, on the surface, it's laughable. Willow Tate, the former teacher, playing the national security card, but the way she said it, it wasn't a joke. It was a threat. And Elizabeth, bless her, she knows when to fold. She leaves. But you know Liz is gonna file that away. You don't just pull rank on Elizabeth Weber and expect her to forget it. But wait, the worst part isn't even the kicking out. It's what happens next. Elizabeth is gone. The door closes. And Willow. Oh my God. She doesn't cry over her husband. She doesn't hold his hand and whisper, come back to me. She pulls out a syringe. A syringe? Where did she even get that? Did she have it in her purse? Is she just walking around Port Charles armed with high-grade sedatives? And she injects it right into his IV line. I had to rewind. I literally paused and rewound because I thought maybe it's medicine. Maybe he's seizing and she's helping. But no. Her face, it was the face of someone putting a problem to sleep. She saw him trying to communicate. She must have seen the twitching right. Or maybe she just suspected he was waking up. Either way, she shut that down. Hard. So now I'm spiraling. Why? Why does she want him comatose? Okay, theory time. Maybe she's not Willow. No, that's too easy. We've done the imposter thing. This feels like corruption. It feels like she's so deep in bed with this Sidwell guy. Figuratively, literally, I don't even know anymore that she can't afford for Drew to wake up and spill the beans. Because if Drew wakes up, he knows something. He knows about the conditioning or the mission or whatever got him stuck in that bed. And Willow Senator Tate, I should say, cannot have a loose end. Even if that loose end is her husband, it's actually tragic if you think about it. Remember when they were the pure couple? When she was dying of leukemia and he saved her, and now she's literally drugging him to keep him quiet. The irony is suffocating. But wait, I'm ignoring the B plot, which is actually the A plot if you care about explosions. Carly at Windermere. First of all, why is Carly scouting the wine cellar at Windermere? Is she buying the place? Is she looking for booze? I feel like I missed a beat there. But whatever, it's Carly. She goes where she wants. But the fact that she triggers a secret mechanism, classic Cassadine architecture. Do these people not have building codes? Every room has a trap door. So she goes down, and it's not just a dusty basement. It's a lab. A full-on high-tech blinking lights secret laboratory. And who is there? Valentin. Okay, so I know the last time we saw Valentin, he was hiding in Carly's attic, which was hilarious. By the way, very Jane Eyre, but make it mob wives. But evidently he moved out. And good for him, because the attic must have been cramped. But moving from an attic to a creepy Windermere dungeon lab is a lateral move at best. He's decoding a satellite tracker. And this is where my brain starts to hurt, because the plot thickens so fast I got whiplash. He tells Carly, and they have this weird chemistry, don't they? Not romantic exactly, but like two sharks circling the same prey. They respect the hustle. Anyway, he tells her that Jen Sidwell is shipping a bioweapon into Port Charles. But here's the kicker. Here's the thing that connects it all back to the hospital scene and makes me want to scream. The bioweapon is coming in through humanitarian aid packages from Senator Tate's office. Willow. It's Willow. It's all Willow. Okay, wait, let me process this. So Willow is using her political clout to ship aid, which is actually a cover for a bioweapon which Sidwell is orchestrating. And Valentin knows this because he stole a tracker from Sidwell's goons. And Carly just stumbled into it because she was thirsty, curious fate. So now we have Carly and Valentin teaming up, which is a duo I didn't know I needed until right now. Think about it. Carly is chaos. Valentin is calculated chaos. Together, they're either going to save the town or blow it up. But go back to Willow for a second. Does she know? This is the question that is keeping me awake. Does Willow know she's shipping a bioweapon, or does she think she's just doing some shady political favor for a donor? Actually, no. I take that back. I just watched her inject her husband with a sedative to stop him from using Morse code. She knows. She has to know. You don't go around silencing witnesses with unauthorized medical procedures if you think you're just shipping blankets and rice. She is fully in on it. She's the villain. Willow Tate is the villain of this story. And that breaks my heart a little, but also it's kind of awesome, because St. Willow was getting boring. Dark Senator Willow, who drugs her husband and smuggles bioweapons, that is a character I am watching. But what happens when the signal goes out? Valentin said they have to destroy the device before the signal is sent. So we're looking at a race against time. Carly and Valentin in a basement probably bickering, trying to smash a high-tech gadget while Willow is upstairs, metaphorically giving a press conference about helping the needy. The layers. And poor Drew. He's just lying there trapped in his own mind, probably screaming in Morse code inside his head while his wife plays Nurse Ratched. Wait, I just realized something. Elizabeth. Elizabeth was kicked out. But Elizabeth isn't stupid. She saw the twitch. She saw Willow's attitude. If she talks to... well, who can she talk to? Jason is gone or leaving. I lose track of the comings and goings. Lucky isn't around. Maybe she talks to Carly. Oh. What if Elizabeth runs into Carly and Carly tells her about the bioweapon and they put the pieces together? Willow is shipping weapons plus Willow is drugging Drew equals Willow is the bad guy. I need that scene. I need the moms of Port Charles unite against evil Willow scene. But back to the Morse code. What was he trying to say? Is, O. S2 cliché. W. I. L. L. O. W. Maybe he was trying to warn Liz about her S. I. D. W. E. L. L? If he knows about Sidwell, that means he heard something while he was unconscious. Which means Willow has been talking in front of him. Which means he knows everything. Which is why she had to sedate him. Okay, it's all coming together. My brain is buzzing. It's just... the transformation of Willow is what gets me. It's so drastic. But is it she was in a cult? She knows how to be brainwashed. Or maybe she's the one doing the brainwashing now. It's a cycle. And Valentin. Can we trust him? He's helping Carly, but he's a Cassadine. He's probably the one who built the lab in the first place. Is he playing both sides? He says he wants to stop the bioweapon, but maybe he just wants to steal it. No, he seemed genuine. He seemed scared. And Valentin doesn't get scared easily. If he's worried about this bioweapon, we should all be worried. And Carly? She's always in the middle of it. But this time, she's actually the underdog. She's down in a cellar with a fugitive trying to stop a senator. It's very Die Hard, but with more hairspray. I don't know how they get out of this. If Willow is powerful enough to use national security to clear a hospital room, she's powerful enough to make Carly and Valentin disappear. And what about the bioweapon itself, new bioweapon? That sounds nasty. Is it a virus A? Toxin. Knowing this show, it's probably something that makes you lose your memory or fall in love with the wrong person, or die. I'm really worried about Drew, though. That sedative looked strong. How many times can you sedate a guy before his brain turns to mush? Is this the end of Drew, or is he going to fight through the drugs? Imagine the strength it takes to fight a coma, fight the drugs, and still try to move a finger. That is pure willpower. I feel like the next episode is going to be crucial. If Carly and Valentin smash the device, does Willow know? Does Sidwell know? Do they come after them? And what if Elizabeth goes back into the room? What if she checks the IV bag and sees the puncture mark? She's a good nurse. She'd notice. Wait, this line has been tampered with? Then she runs a talk screen. Then she finds the sedative. Then she knows. Please, writers, let Elizabeth be the detective here. Let her be the one who cracks the medical side of this, while Carly cracks the criminal side. It's a lot. And I'm sitting here in the dark typing this out, realizing that I am way too invested in the fictional politics of Port Charles. But Senator Tate, bioweapons. Morse code. It's everything I love and everything I hate all at once. I wonder if Michael knows. Does Michael have any clue that his wife is a bioterrorist facilitator? He's probably at home playing with the kids, thinking, wow, Willow is working so hard for the people. The betrayal when he finds out, it's going to be nuclear. Anyway, I should probably go to sleep, but I'm just going to lie there thinking about that finger twitch. Dot, dash. What were you trying to say, Drew? And will anyone be left alive to hear it when you finally wake up? Okay, seriously, I'm done. But am I? No. I'll be thinking about this all night.